Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today, it's kind of a different video today. So I'm gonna be talking about the team that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be playing in Week 1. We know that they'll be hosting the game. It will be in Tampa, and that they will play on the opening night, which is on Thursday, September 9th. So I'm gonna evaluate each team, and I'll just say which one I think at the end. So the first one is the Falcons. I think the NFL would be stupid. I would be shocked if they chose the Falcons. I think it wouldn't make any sense, really. I don't think there's really a point of putting Falcons versus Bucs, because I know the Bucs would blow them out, and I don't think it'll be a fun game to watch. And then we got the Panthers. I don't think that's happening too. I think it's similar to the Falcons. I don't think anyone wants to watch those two, but even though they're divisional rivals, I don't think they want to see them, just because it's not going to be interesting. It's not going to be a fun game. It's not something that's going to anticipate the fans. Falcons and Panthers, I don't think they make any sense. Now we'll go to the Saints. I think the Saints, I kind of like it because there's no Drew Brees, so I'm guessing Jameis Winston starts the season. And I think Saints fans would want to see Jameis Winston. And Jameis Winston is going against his former team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and in his first start. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? And it can be like a revenge game for him too, and that's on the first week, so that kind of hypes up the NFL. And then the next team is the Chicago Bears. I think the Chicago Bears, I've heard people say that could be a possibility, but I don't see it, because I think Andy Dalton's going to start the season. I don't think anyone wants to see Andy Dalton versus Tom Brady. Maybe if Justin Fields, but they're announcing it tomorrow, so I don't think the Bears have made any. I think Andy Dalton will be starting the season. I don't think they would start Justin Fields to start the season. And the next team is the Miami Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins have a chance too, because I just think compared to all these other teams, like the Saints, I just think Saints, Cowboys, Giants also coming up, and Bills. I don't think it'll be an interesting game to watch Tua go against Tom. I don't think it'll be. I think it's more that's going to be like a mid-season, maybe week 4, week 5 type of game, or like end of the season, maybe week 13, week 14. I think that's where fans would want to see this game, maybe late in the season for the playoff hopes for Miami, but I don't personally like it. I don't think, as an NFL fan, wouldn't want to see the Dolphins and Buccaneers open the season. And then next, I got the Dallas Cowboys. I think this wouldn't be a bad game. I think we're seeing Dak back into action, and I think we watch Zeke, and I think this could be the next rivalry, but not for a lot of years. This is not the Cowboys Steelers type of rivalry, but Tom Brady, he hates them. He hates the Cowboys because he was a Joe Montana fan, and the Cowboys always used to be there in the NFC back then. So I think he hates them, and maybe that's the revenge game. And he's been 5-0 against them, so I think it would be some good headlines for that. And then we got the Giants, another home team that they'll be playing. I think this won't be a bad thing, because Tom Brady obviously hates the Giants as well, just because when he was in New England, he lost 2 Super Bowls in 2008 and 2012, and that's where Tom Brady had a 18-0 season, I believe, and 18 or 19-0 season, and they lost in the Super Bowl, and Giants were having a terrible season that year, and I think Tom, he hates the Giants a lot, I know it, and I think that would be pretty good. And the Giants have added weapons like Kenny Golladay, and also the coach of the Giants is Joe Judge, so maybe a bit there. And then it's the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills is right now probably the number one thing, but I think the Bills can happen. But obviously, I think it would be a good game. I think to see young versus old, and because Tom Brady, he hasn't lost to the Bills, I believe. I don't think he's ever lost, but he's had a phenomenal record. I think he's 32-0 or something. And I think that would be a great thing, and possibly Josh Allen beats him. And I think that would be a great game to start off, because it's going to be a high-scoring game with top five offenses, and I think it would be a great game. So I've said all these teams, and the main one that comes out to me, the top three at least for me, and then I'll break it down a bit more: Saints, Cowboys, and Bills. I think the other teams, especially Falcons, Panthers, I don't think that's happening. I don't think the Dolphins and Giants will happen either, just because I think that they didn't make the playoffs last year. I think you want teams that made playoffs last year to play in the first game of the season. The Bills and the Saints the reason I was saying the Bears is because we don't know about the quarterback situation, and I don't think it'll be a good game. And I just don't think it'll look good. I mean, I don't know if it's Packers and Bears, but that's like a divisional rivalry, okay? So don't compare the Bucs with them. So the reason I'm going to break this down. I think Cowboys, Bills, and Saints. I'm kind of falling with Cowboys just because I think the Cowboys, I just don't think it'll look right. So it's the Bucs and Cowboys. Has that ever been a rivalry? Obviously, we know about the headlines. Dak, Zeke. We would love to see all those stars in the first week, but I think there's a chance that happens. But I'm not favored just because I'm not that favored compared to the Bills and Saints. And then let's talk about the Bills. I think the Bills, it has a pretty good chance, but I think I would rather want to see a Saints game. I think as a Saints fan, because I think both teams have their own reasoning, because it's a divisional rival, Jameis Winston revenge game. And then Buffalo Bills, it's Tom Brady's just, the Bills' most enemy is Tom Brady. So I think my pick here, I'm going with the Saints. I think people will say Bills. I've heard a couple people say the Bears. I was mightily surprised. Cowboys could also be a landing spot. Cowboys could also be a team that they play. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.